Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about, are you stuck in that kind of busy trap? So most business owners get stuck in this. Um, essentially you're busy all the time, you're trying to obviously do something, and you generally get to the end of the day and you're kind of thinking, what did I actually achieve today? Um, you may have had a couple of sales meetings or done a design, but at the end of the day, you're still kind of sitting there thinking, I can't have spent all day on that. Where has all the time gone? And a lot of the time, I find that most people get stuck in this when they're so kind of ingrained within the business that they don't take that step back to look at essentially the business as a whole, and how they can look at the business and work on the business as opposed to being in it. Obviously, when you do this, working kind of on the business as opposed to in the business, there are a number of benefits. Generally, the main one is kind of that sort of enhanced perspective. You can look at things in a different way. Um, Another one would be the strategic decision making that you can do. So you're not stuck in that nitty gritty. I'm not saying the nitty gritty isn't important, but is that where your time is best spent? And then when you look at this, the challenges that this obviously brings is essentially it brings out that kind of burnout, the stress that goes with it. So it's really important that you're obviously prioritizing your health as one thing, but also you're you're looking at your business from a top-down approach as opposed to in it all the time. Um, Obviously, ways that you can look at doing this, ultimately, it comes to hiring the right team. If you've got a good, solid team, um, essentially you can pass some of this stuff on, which then leads into kind of delegating. So you need to be able to delegate those responsibilities to your team. If you've got a team but you're not actually utilising your team, you're essentially just giving money away. So make sure you are using your team in the right way, and you are delegating. When it comes to delegating, everybody gets stuck in this kind of, oh, but it's quicker if I just do it. And yeah, 9 times out of 10 it is. But once you've shown that person how to do something, and it may be that you have to show them a couple of times, eventually you get into a situation where they can do it just as quick as you, or because you're giving it to them all the time, they may even be able to do it a bit quicker than you. So it is a time thing. It does suck up a little bit more time initially, but it is really important. And then the other thing is just looking at systemizing things. Efficient systems are always going to be beneficial when it comes to your business. Don't look to automate too early. Systemizing is more about having a process. Automation does come into this eventually, but generally, if you try and automate something right at the start before you've actually got a real system in place, the problems that you will generally have is that you will find the system doesn't work, and then you go back to not having anything. So definitely systemize first, and then look at essentially optimizing this. The busy trap is something we are covering in our workshop next week. So if that would be of interest to you, the workshop is essentially around the 3 pillars to a profitable, valuable and sellable business for the KBB industry and home improvement industry. So if that would be of interest to you, I will put a comment in the link, a link in the comment rather, and you can obviously check that out if that is something of interest to you. And I will see you on